Good evening. Hope everybody is doing well. Wow, has it been a busy 24 hours around the world? Got a lot of stuff as far as updates. Most of them I'll have to do throughout doing the headlines, obviously, because I still can't bring up any RT links really on Chrome. And I haven't, I don't want to battle through setting up Microsoft Edge and all that to be able to do that. I may have to. It may wind up I may have to. I'm hoping that something or another happens and I'm able to once again access RT normally. I am about to use a proxy, to be honest. So I may be doing that very soon because this is very frustrating. Because I even the links that I want to look into, the articles and stuff, I hate using my phone for anything like that, and I have to use my phone to be able to read any of the articles, and I hate that. So I don't know. Earlier, one article I wanted to read, you wouldn't believe everything I went through just to get the link from my phone to the computer to be able to open up an Edge so I could read it in Edge. It's like, damn, this is just it doesn't make any sense to me. It really don't. But I want to, before we go any further, because I know a lot of people when they watch videos like this, a lot of times they don't watch very far in. It is what it is. So right up front, I really want to emphasize that it's imperative that people are doing what they can right now to complete getting ready to the best of their ability. I do not see things lightening up on the geopolitical realm, if you will, and the moves that are being taken are serious. They're not anything minor whatsoever, and you're going to see when I do the headlines, when I read through the headlines, you are going to see a significant amount of moves being made against Russia, and it's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time. There's either going to be a false flag, or NATO's going to decide to step in. I don't think that Russia is just going to reach out and poke the United States unless the United States does something really significant I would say on like a material manner or a physical manner. I don't know. It's not looking good whatsoever. Again, we'll get there. We'll get through the headlines. You'll see. It just keeps escalating. On the People's Convoy front, significant updates today with that. Several members of the People's Convoy had met with Ted Cruz and Ron Johnson. I watched that meeting transpire, and I thought it went pretty damn well, to be honest. I really do think that it went pretty damn well. Then after that, I guess some of them met with a few of the, I want to say it was the House members, if I'm not mistaken. And one of them being Marjorie Taylor Greene. And so they had a meeting then. I don't know if that went quite as well as the first meeting. So I don't know. It's a start. It's a start. And I like I say, that first meeting I thought was pretty damn good. I am glad that the live streamer had caught the first part of it, because originally they weren't going to let media in, And, Brian's like, well, we're bringing, that was part of the deal. And so the live streamer, they let the live streamer in, the live streamer live stream. And then after they talked for a little bit, I think it was Ted had mentioned, it might have been Ron, I don't know, that we really need to get the media in here to hear this, to hear these stories, to hear what you have to say. And at that time, they brought in the rest of the media. And, they're going to clip and hack that to death when they put that out. So it was nice to be able to see the live stream. WYSIWYG, and it's the acronym for what you see is what you get. So just do the letters of that. It's the acronym. What you see is what you get. WYSIWYG TV is the YouTube channel that did that recorded that today. Live streamed it actually, and it's really good watch. I highly recommend it. And then the other one was on Facebook, and I don't know offhand where that was on Facebook that I caught that, but anyway, they did do another lap around the Beltway today. As far as I know, that went fine. No, as far as I know, no issues. With the everything going on today, as far as the convoy was concerned, my focus was more on the meetings than it was watching the live streams of the going around the Beltway. So let's see, that's largely what I paid attention to, and was trying to pay as close attention to the developments happening with Russia as I could today, because like I say, they were pretty insane. Real quick, I put out a video shortly before I went live, and it's just a couple of minutes. I'm going to go ahead and play that video real quick, just for anybody that hadn't seen that yet. It's a call to action made by Brian Brazzi with the People's Convoy just a little bit ago. Pardon me. Not even an hour ago, I don't believe. So, anyway, I'm going to go ahead and play that real quick and be right back.
And I'm not going to go into too much detail because we had those live streams. What I'll say is I believe today was a win. Even that second meeting that we had to start it off with, well, this sucks and we don't want to meet with you unless our live stream can come in. But it still worked out. What we learned today was that even on the right side of the aisle, some just don't care what we have to say. What we learned was that there's plenty of people in office that are way too comfortable with their cushy seats. What we learned today was that it's going to take the people standing up, even at the state level, to get something done. So right now, I'm going to appeal to all these live streams and cameras and everything filming and anybody watching from around the country, just like I've done around the world, telling everybody to stand up. I'm going to tell those in the United States that could not make it to the convoy but supports us, to those of you that want to do something to help, rally your people to your state capitals now. Now is the time to put the pressure on the state capitals. Right now, while we're here doing our thing, you need to be there doing your thing. Because together we can make this happen. But we ain't going to get done with just us. It's going to take all of America standing up. It's going to take all of you at home rallying truck drivers, rallying the people of the country, rallying the people of your state to go to your state capitals and remind your state governments that they work for us! USA! 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 USA!
I thought that was pretty awesome. And like I say, that happened just right before the show here, so. But I wanted to make sure to get that and get it out because that's what he wanted. That's what he intended. So if you don't mind, the video that I posted just before I went live, if you don't mind, share that out. Get that out there so that people know of this call to action. And these guys are serious. These guys aren't playing games. And I am impressed. I'm impressed that they have made it as far as they have, especially this quickly. So I mean, up in Canada, they never even got members of the government to sit down and talk to them. So at least we have made it that far. Now, in the whole realm of it, do I think that that's going to make a whole hell of a lot of difference? No. No. But what will is people in their individual states standing up and making their thoughts, their opinions known. And, I'll tell you what, I think there's a whole lot of people that feel like this. They have done everything they can to make us feel like we're battling this alone, that we're the only ones that feel this way, and that we should be shunned and shamed. That's not the case. I think that, to be real honest, I think that more than half of the people don't believe in the mandates. Easily, more than half of the people don't believe in the mandates. I believe that there is actually only a few that are firmly behind what they've been doing, what Fauci's been doing, what Biden's been doing, the CDC. There's not that many. And if people stand up in their individual states, like they stood up as these men and women were driving across the country, at the overpasses, at the rallies, then I'll tell you what, that would send such a shock down the spine of our government. We would have their attention. Brian knows that. There's a whole lot of people that know that. So please share that video. It's not about getting views. It's about that content, about that message being heard. Hell, re-upload it and share it. Whatever, I don't care. Just get the message out. Trying to think. I don't know of really anything else in particular. Like I said, I don't have a bunch of tabs open like I normally would to be able to go over stuff with you. But I do have my Twitter handy here, and I can go ahead and start reading through. I know it makes for quick nights, and I don't have a whole lot to say, but it's like that was my rough draft when I brought those tabs up, and I could bring those up and go through them, and I was all good, but I don't take notes, and I'm certainly not going to start taking notes just randomly throughout the day on information that I obtain through watching and reading articles. Oh. They need to just stop trying to censor. That would be nice. That would be nice. Alrighty, hang on. Oh, man. Okay. Yeah, it's up on the YouTube channel. Yepper. I just put it up like right before I went live. Okay. All right. All of them from today. I started putting headlines out quite a bit late today. I slept in, And it was crazy because I slept in and I woke up. And I normally don't sleep in. I'm up normally pretty early. And so I got up and I'm like, wow, I actually slept in, and that feels kind of good. This feels awesome. I feel good. I don't know, hour and a half later, my body's like, hey, remember that good feeling? Well, here's your reality back. And I'll tell you what, I just like, ugh. Well, anyway, man, I'll tell you what. It's when the weather changes, when it's, I guess, more or less going into spring, it hits me like a ton of bricks. So this is a common thing at this time of the year, but it gets my sinuses all going, it gets my muscles all aching, my joints all inflamed, and fun times. But anyway, yeah, I thought I was waking up feeling like $1,000,000, and my body's like, psych. All right, U.S. stocks crater in worst day in over a year, and I don't know where they currently reside at. I guess is this futures or today? I think this is actually, yeah, that was today. So the Dow closed down 184.74, S&P 500 down 30.39, NASDAQ down 35.41. Gold was up 9.20. Man, oil's up 188. It's currently at 125.58 a barrel. So I'm telling you, it's crazy. It is crazy. U.S.-based company says it won't cut all ties with Russia. And I can't remember what company that was, and chances are it won't load up. Oh, it loaded. Procter & Gamble. I couldn't remember what company it was. And down here it says, while many Western companies have pulled out of Russia entirely amid Moscow's conflict with Ukraine, several large companies have continued to operate, including Coca-Cola, Pepsi, McDonald's, Japanese clothing. Well, Coca-Cola and McDonald's, I know, have both since pulled out. So, and that'll be in the headlines. So, Japan unveils new Russia sanctions. U.S. releases Guantanamo prisoner. Venezuela says those behind NATO expansion should de-escalate Ukraine. Australia sanctions Russians for pushing false narratives. Foreign investment in Russia drops to lowest level in a decade. Kiev announces new civilian evacuation plan. Ukrainian peacekeepers to fight Russian military. Whitehouse warns China over sanctions. China wants to feed millions with seawater rice. Pardon me, damn. Always respect Russia, Macron urges. Nickel price hits record high on supply woes. Iran launches second military satellite, says state media. Turkey may use ruble for Russian trade, says media. Zelensky ready for compromises on Donbass and Crimea. Pardon me. China urges Pentagon to open up about biolabs in Ukraine. Yeah, that is another very serious thing that I'm watching closely. And I'm telling you, that's a can of worms that could be opened up in so many different ways. Whether it be something getting loose as a result of everything going on, or Russia finding evidence of us being involved in something that violates agreements. And that could cause a lot of problems as well. So, I don't know. I'm pretty certain that those biolabs probably weren't all used in, I don't know, making a better daffodil. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure they weren't for that. Taliban's civilian death toll revealed by UN. Major Japanese payment system halts work in Russia, says media. UK to back Poland's choice on military jet supplies to Ukraine. Italy reveals when it hopes to fully substitute Russian gas. UN and China agree on a date to visit to probe Uyghur abuse allegations. Zelensky less passionate about Ukraine joining NATO. I wonder why. Oil giant is leaving Russia. That would be Shell. UN gives update on number of refugees from Ukraine. I see Steve in the chat. I wonder if Steve's about to lose all of his hair pulling it out at Biden. Screaming at him. Open the damn pipelines. Yeah, that's another thing, and I didn't even talk about that, even though that's what the thumbnail picture was about. Duh, Mike. That was one of the things that I was going to talk about was the gas prices, and subsequently the oil prices. Well, the oil prices comes first, actually, and it's not looking good when we import that much oil from Russia, and then all of a sudden stop. When we've got gas prices in some areas now, I guess, going over $7. That's insane. So I would think that gas prices above $10, and I'm not kidding, I don't think that's out of the realm of possibility. Now, I'm not saying for an extended period of time, or I'm not saying anything like that. I don't know. I mean, something folks need to remember is this country has a history much longer than any of us. And this country has been through a whole hell of a lot, including rationing and gas cards. So we could say it's not going to happen all day long, but it already has. So we'll see what happens, but this is not a good situation, especially when it's been falling out. Yeah, I mean, especially when all this crap's going on, and I get it. I know I watched another video today that they were essentially saying that it's not as easy as just starting the wells back up and stuff, because they need supplies that they don't have as well. So it's really a much bigger problem than just being just starting the wells back up and drilling and all that. They need supplies to be able to do that, and not a good situation at all. And then I'm sure everybody already knows about the fertilizer situation, that we got a lot of it from Russia. And I don't know what we're going to do. And if conflict breaks out even further, that's going to cut off, I'm sure, the supplies from China. And if we get the supplies from China cut off, holy cow, are we in trouble. So that's why I said, early on in the show that I wanted to get it out for folks. The biggest message I could put out is make sure you're doing what you can to be ready. 'Cause, man, are we sure on some shaky ground. Okay, back to headlines. UN gives update on number of refugees from Ukraine. China reveals new burden for world economy. Russia requests apologies and payment from Dublin. I would like that too. And a yacht. I don't know. COVID can cause brain shrinkage, a study finds. So can liberalism. No, I'm kidding. Dutch internet providers block RT and Sputnik, says the media. Boeing and Airbus take opposite stances on Russian titanium. NATO works to prevent Ukraine conflict spillover, chief claims. U.S. gasoline prices hit record high. U.S. citizens will feel economic pain of Russia sanctions, says Truss. U.S. bans Russian oil imports. Germany wants to diversify energy supply at Tesla speed. UK to end Russian oil imports. Ukraine tells NATO what it can do to help establish a no-fly zone. U.S. spy chief warns of ugly next few weeks in Ukraine. France worried about delays as new Iran deal close. UN refrains from calling Ukraine conflict war or invasion, says media. Ukrainian MP opens safari on Russian official aiding civilians. McDonald's caves to pressure on Russia. So I was telling you that they were one of the companies that I think it said they closed 820 locations in Russia. McDonald's did. Banning Russian oil imports would grind Germany to a halt, the minister warns. Russian armored trains spotted in Ukraine. Thought that was interesting. I'm wondering, I have to wonder if they are rolling trains in there. I can't believe they would be rolling trains in there that are armed with nuclear weapons. So, but I do know that they've got those trains, just like North Korea's got them, and who knows, the U.S. probably has them too. Joining NATO would further destabilize Ukraine's situation, says Sweden. Coca-Cola suspends business in Russia. That was the other one I told you about. And this is what I'm saying. All these companies, this is a lot of companies that are no longer doing business in Russia. Okay? This is going to cause a lot of issues. It really, truly is. I don't know. I mean, of course, there's always a possibility of coming back from it. But I don't know if there's going to be a coming back from this. I'm really starting to believe that this conflict is going to be seen through. And I'm not saying, ending in world destruction and all that, but I think that there is going to be a major global conflict. I don't see it turning around. People care about Ukrainians because they're white, says an MSNBC host. Insanity, I'm telling you. U.S. comments on Ukrainian biolabs. Of course, they said they didn't do nothing. Pentagon responds to Poland's fighter jets proposal for Ukraine. Proud Boys leader indicted on Capitol riot charges. So, that's it. That's the headlines. Damn, that's a quick news. Sorry, I don't know what else to do. Like I say, most of the time those links won't come up. It shocks me. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. It shocks me when they do actually come up. See, that one came up. Let me try another one. Now it's going to fail, I bet you. Bam. right there. And now any of them that I do after that are going to 403 forbidden. And if I refresh this, boom, 403 forbidden. I might get through with one, but that's about all I can bring up before it just gives me that. So, damn Google. So anyway, I don't know of anything else other than just, like I say, get ready however you can. I mean, I know I'm saying it. I don't know of any other way we can get ready. I mean, I could do some more exercising so that I could, bend a little easier when I have to stick my head between my legs and kiss my ass goodbye. But other than that, I don't know of a whole lot we can do. Not like we got a ton of money to do anything with. We don't have any money to do anything with. Just make sure you got things ready to go. You got things organized. Just do what you can. Whatever it is that you can. I know I've gone through, made sure the radios were charged up. Just done whatever it is we can do. I mean, for us, it's kind of a waiting game at this point. That's all it ever is. It's just one big waiting game. Just keeping an eye on as much as I can. Trying to have as much insight as to what's going on. Because I think that, and I've said this many times, I think the information right before whatever major event happens, I think that information is going to be very vital. And that's why I think it's important to keep a close eye on things. Because, I mean, hey, if the power goes out and seemingly don't come back up for, I don't know, months, weeks, maybe years, well, you might have a good idea that it could have been a cyber attack or something like that if you're in tune with the news, with what's going on. Of course, you'd know if it was an EMP because a lot of electronic devices wouldn't work at all. If the grid went down, well, then your devices would still work. You just have to find ways to charging them. Anyway, make sure you're doing the things, thinking about the things, learning about the things. The only thing we can do while we all play this waiting game to see what happens on a global scale. If there is something that you can do within your states, in the lines of what Brian Brazzi with the People's Convoy was saying, please do so. Other than that, I don't know what else to really say. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here and relax the rest of the evening, and God willing, we'll be back tomorrow and we'll do it again. So I appreciate everybody coming. Hope to see you tomorrow. As always, God bless you. We love you. Be one with your spirit, and shalom.